Hello and welcome back to Mpanza. My name is Sibu Mpanza. Welcome back to another video. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Uyolanda Mpanza. Mpanza. Okay. Yeah, we're back, guys. I know it's been a couple of weeks. We've been getting messages every time I go back to check the comments. It's somebody going, "Are you guys okay?" I mean, we are in a manner of speaking, but not really, because we are heavily pregnant, and we are noticing that as time goes on, it gets more and more difficult and tiring and challenging, and especially raising two kids at the same time. So now it's school holidays, so the tiredness has come a little bit down. We have a little bit more energy, and so we thought it's a perfect time for us to come back. And we recently had baby's baby shower, and the gender was revealed, and so we thought, there's people that we haven't told yet, important people, which is you guys. So yeah, let's do a little life update, tell you the gender of our baby, and then see where it takes us.
Rigorous. Gang looking rigorous. My champagne, but I'm rigorous. My campaign looking rigorous. Whole team hella rigorous. Lifestyle so rigorous. Hairstyle so rigorous. Your top 5 ain't rigorous if you left out this rigorous. Rigorous. Me and my niggas is rigorous.
So yeah, guys, we had our baby shower a couple of days ago, last weekend, and magical day. It went very well. We had some of our closest friends and family together, and yeah.
And we had it here in our backyard.
We had it in our backyard. It's nice to know that we have a backyard where we can host, man, guys. Hey.
It was very cute.
We hosted.
It was so cute.
And part of the baby shower, obviously, it's when people shower the lovely lady and the baby.
They're showering marshmallow more than me.
Sure, we'll tell ourselves that. And yeah, we got a lot of amazing things. We got a lot of great gifts. Our friends were lovely. But part of it was we told everyone that they had to dress in either pink or blue, depending on what they thought the gender of the baby was. And so everybody came dressed pink or blue, lots of blues, lots of pinks. I think it was kind of split like 50-50, 60-40. And yeah, after that, how did we decide? We had
cupcakes.
We ordered cupcakes, and inside the cupcakes was the color of the gender of the baby. And then we all counted down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they bit into it, and everybody lost their minds. Even the people who got it wrong were happy. So
they're wearing blue, but
wow. Ma'am, don't expose us like that.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, I guess if you didn't know,
Marshmallow's a girl.
Let me take a sip of my drink right there. As Yolanda has said. Marshmallow is...
Sorry, I was ahead of
It's
myself.
okay, babe. You were excited.
Really
we are all excited. Even the kids were excited. Umahle was saying, Chilo. I said, guys, I told you guys that it's a girl. And he was right.
He was right.
How was their reaction when you saw them? When we found out ourselves?
Oh, they were crazy. They went crazy.
Everybody was
I think
so
they
happy.
jumped up and down when the people were jumping up and down as well. They were just very excited.
Everybody was excited. Literally, the people in blue didn't even care. I was like, you guys are nice for wearing blue, even though clearly you thought it was pink. I think some people came in blue, even though they were like, we just feel it in our bones.
But
we're
wearing blue.
Yo, bakhona namba bazawudayiva bendiyazi kudala ndisitsho ndive ephupheni ba yintombi le. So yes, you are right. Go use your gifts for other positive things and not figuring out.
And some people were saying, "Oh no, she's carrying so well. It must be a girl, or it must be a boy," which I don't understand. But
everybody has their thing, man.
Yeah,
but now it's out. Finally, it's out. Okay, let's talk about how we found out.
Okay, so we went to the
gynae.
We went to the gynae.
Yes.
Yes, we went to the gynae, and then our first appointment, obviously, they had to check if the baby was fine, and then they asked us if we want to see, if we want to know, what gender the baby is. Oh, I'm sorry. I just have shortness of breath. I can't talk so long.
Oh, see? This is why we're fighting for our lives, guys.
Anyway, and then we said, yes, we'd like to know.
Well take a breath, right? While I said no, because I wanted to go old school. I wanted to go caveman, okay? I wanted to go olden days, Shaka Ilembe, as the Zulu man that I am. No, I don't want to know. I want to find out when that baby pops out, when they go, boop, after a ring of fire, boop, they come out, they raise them like it's the Lion King, and we go, oh, it's a girl. That's what I wanted to happen. But she fought back and she was like, nope, I want a plan, okay?
Not in 2025.
Why, babe?
No.
I really feel like that's the move, guys. More of us should do that. It's a fun surprise for the whole family.
I feel like you plan better. I mean, obviously, I don't know.
Exactly.
You plan better when you know the gender.
Fair. Okay,
Kind
babe.
of.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the first the gynae
The
told
gynae,
us.
yes, the gynae said he thinks it's a boy. And we were like, oh, exciting.
Really was. She was like, I was like, yeah. That's why she's struggling to show her excitement.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't so excited. She was
I mean, it's a baby.
Yes, the baby you were excited about. The fact that it was another mahle.
Yeah.
The excitement, the movement, the jumping, the questions, the this, the that. The boy mom again. Yolanda wanted to be a girl mom. But you were happy, Shem.
I was happy.
You were happy.
Partially.
But he did say, he said, I'm going to send you to someone else later on in your pregnancy. And if they contradict me, believe them.
Yeah.
If they don't contradict me, we're right. Usually if we both say it's the same gender, we're right. But if she contradicts me, she's the one who's right. Believe her.
Yeah.
And so when we went for our second scan, it wasn't really our second scan, but one of those scans with the lady, she was like, do you guys want to know? We said, yeah, we're quite keen. But the gynae who sent us to you told us that it's a boy, but he said, whatever you say, then we must believe that. She said, okay, let me check. She checked and she said, it's a girl. We said,
I believed her because her scans are crisp.
hey, babe.
Like, they are so clear.
It was those
they're very clear.
4K scan, not 4D. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about K.
Yeah, you could even see her sucking her thumb.
That made it real.
Literally, you could see everything, and we were like, we believe you.
We believe you. She could really
was so
see.
blurry.
Yeah. So that's the moment that we found out. I was like, what's going on here? Why are things changing? But I think at that point we were just happy to have a healthy baby, that it didn't really matter what genitals they had. And so, yeah, man, that's how we found out at our second appointment. And then but at the same time that I believed her, in my head now, like, I 100% believe what the doctors say.
Yes.
But now that they're contradicting themselves, also I'm like, what if this happens again?
Yes.
What if somebody says it's a boy or it's twins?
Aye.
Guys, again, we are not having twins.
We're not. We were being gender neutral.
Yes, it was they, them.
They, them, their.
Was whooping some of y'all butts, okay? They, them was like, guys, it's twins.
Them, it's twins.
And then you had people in the comments going, what about them makes you think twins straight away? What about the fact that it's just a word that doesn't mean he or she? Anyway, we're not having twins. We're not having triplets, no quadruplets, no sextuplets, nothing.
Nothing.
There is one singular baby girl in that tummy. And we are very, very excited to meet her. So, yeah.
We really are.
Yeah.
And then we went again.
We did?
To confirm, and this is the third time.
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, and she asked us, what did I tell you last time? We said it was a girl.
Yes.
And she said,
yeah, it is a girl.
It is a girl. Now, confirm it. Then her excitement really showed. That third time confirmation, she was very happy.
I was.
How did you, like, feel in that moment when you found out, okay, it really is going to be a girl. You're finally going to get to put the bows on.
Yes, and I was thinking, another Lolo.
Yes.
Yes, another girl child. And especially because I wasn't there for Ulolo, with Ulolo rather. And I didn't get to, like, dress her up in two pieces and matching outfits and all of that. So now, it's late for Marshmallow.
Yeah, Marshmallow's in trouble,
it's
bro.
So late. Even for you. Because
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Don't lie on my name. I don't know what you're going to say, but don't lie on my name.
Sibu wants to dress our baby. It's a girl. He wants to dress our baby in Manchester United t-shirts. Just nonsense clothes. And boy clothes with dinosaurs.
Guys, she's gonna wear everything. I'm not about this thing of you guys saying that because it's a girl now they must wear tutus and dresses and
girl
bro.
Clothes they're so cute.
That's babe, and really they will wear those. We will get them the bows, the things with the ribbons, the cute tutus, but they're gonna dress for everyone. There's no just because you look a certain way, you must dress a certain way. No. Velociraptors, Kaiser Chiefs, Manchester United.
We're not doing that.
We are doing, babe, please, hey, look what you bought them.
Yes.
So don't tell me nothing. She knew it was a girl, by the way, when she did this. So she was already uppered. We have like 10 blue things. So it doesn't really matter.
I'm sure even when I posted my Instagram story after the baby shower.
Yes, people thought.
Yeah, because it's a lot of blue clothes. One of the gifts our friends got us has like hanging clothes, and it's a lot of blue clothes. And they probably thought, it's a boy,
but nobody said anything.
Yeah, literally.
Proud of you guys. Proud of you guys. But yeah, that was us. That's how we found out. That's how we told our friends and family. And yeah, man, it made it more real.
It did.
It made it, I mean, it's more real listening to her trying to talk and breathe that, no, we're on our way there. We're at the beginning of the end now, and things are getting real. My TikTok has been showing me kids who are supposed to be born when ours is born, but they are out now. They are out now.
It's stressing me out because I've seen so many people saying, I was due on this day or in September. I saw this one lady.
Yeah.
She said she's due in September or October. I don't know. But her baby's here now.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want, God forbid, I don't want that, please.
Our baby must come out when they're supposed to come out.
Please.
That full term.
That's
Max
40 weeks.
Max, you can come out a week, 2 weeks before, but don't come out any earlier. Also, I'm not ready. My bank account is not fully ready. Just relax in there. Did you have any idea that it was going to be a girl? You know, people have their things where they go, my nose was a right angle, and so I could feel it was a girl.
Yeah. I think the nose thing is, that was so loud. Sorry.
Because you believe it.
Yes. I think the nose thing is kind of true, because when I was pregnant with Umahle, my nose was wider than this. Like it is wide, but it was like here. And so with Ulola, I don't really remember with Ulola actually, but I don't think it was this wide. And also the cravings.
Yeah.
So with Ulolo, I was craving a lot of sweet stuff. I am craving a lot of sweet stuff with marshmallow.
She just had a full text, guys. Please look here. This is what sits by her at all times. If you can't see, there's a text, there's 2 bar ones and 2 Kit Kats at any given moment. Sizwe.
Anyway.
Sizwe. So, yeah, it's a girl.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a girl.
With Umahle, I was craving a lot of salty, savory, like fruits even. He was a healthy boy.
Healthy boy, yeah.
Oh, Lolo.
Showing
I think
the
you can
flames.
even see it now.
Yeah.
Like Umahle will say, Mama, ngicela ungiphakele broccoli and
Yes,
so
she doesn't give a damn.
I
Umahle
need
will
a
want an
chocolate.
orange so bad. Ulolo says, I need wine gums. That's what I want. So you're right, babe.
yeah.
It does make a
It
difference.
really does.
I had no inkling. Obviously, I'm not the pregnant one, but I genuinely had no inkling. Even in my family, like, it's an older girl, a younger boy, me, and then a younger girl. So in my head, I was like, it's going to be Ubusi again, so it has to be another girl. And look at that. It goes the exact same way as my family.
mom.
Older sister, my mom, older sister, younger boy, younger girl. And then when we go again, when we go again, it's going to be a boy.
We ended there. No ways.
Okay. Do you have any, like, Tautini, like, hopes or fears of it being a girl? Like, for example, like, my hope is that, I was thinking this the other day, if I'm happy it's a girl, and if anything, I'm happy because there's a good chance she's going to be like Ulolo.
Yeah.
You know, like, I told myself, if she's anything like Ulolo, I'm going to be a very happy father.
Yeah.
That girl is incredible. But at the same time, obviously, kids are different. Kids grow up very differently. But really, in my head, I was like, if she's like Ulolo, that's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
I'm just hoping to not have a bratty child.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah, like I just,
We grew up very differently from the way our kids are growing up, even to a certain extent. I guess you grew up a certain way, I grew up a certain way. Mahle no Hlelo also grew up a certain way. And that way is to different degrees. What did I say?
Mahle no Hlelo.
Damn it. I grew up a certain way, you grew up a certain way, Ulolo no Mahle grew up a certain way. Different degrees of underprivileged.
Yes.
And even though Umahle and Ololo are having a different life now, they started out in a certain way, which I think, for lack of a better word, humbled them and humbled us also.
Yes.
When you grow up underprivileged, you appreciate certain things. Our daughter is going to go from the hospital to the north of Johannesburg, to her suburb,
Yes.
3-4 bedroom house, backyard, okay? A dog is there to welcome her. Like, she's going to grow up very different to the way we grew up, and full Joburg kid through and through. So I also worry that, like, where is she going to get, like, her empathy from and her humbleness from, and that feeling of gratitude for things.
We're gonna send them back, and it's when they're going, when they go to holidays, when schools are closed, they're all going to Enyubright, or they're all going to Mpumalanga.
That's true.
So
they must
hopefully
go herd
that's
cows.
gonna work. And obviously having Uliso as an older sister.
Having who?
Ulolo. Having Ulolo as an older sister and us as parents, I think it will kind of maybe shape them. Obviously it will, but I don't know. There's so many things that could influence her outside of what she knows. Like, she could grow up to be this beautiful da-da-da-da, and then she goes to school and then it just all changes. So that's my worry.
But I guess at the end of the day, it does have a lot to do with us and how we raise her, because I'm sure not every kid who grew up privileged is a spoiled brat. I think it has a lot to do with your parents and your family and the values of your parents. So I guess we're going to have some really good values, but also mix that up with them going Eslalini as often as possible.
And we're very strict, guys.
We are strict.
By the way, we are.
I'm shocked every day, guys, at how strict I am. I'm shocked every day.
So I don't know how they're going to do it or get away with it.
Get away with it, exactly. Yeah, I do think, speaking of that strictness and letting them get away with it, Ulolo came to me the other day and she asked to, like, talk to me to the side. She sent me to the kitchen and I was like, what's up? She's like, I need to talk to you. Okay, what's going on? I'm scared. She said, listen, I heard that sometimes when there's a new baby in the family, kukho favoritism. That you what? What? Yes, I heard that there's favoritism. The parents focus on the baby more than the other children. And I'm like, okay, so please do not pick favorites. And I said, I didn't think I was going to, but thank you for telling me, Mdanam. Okay, promise not to pick favorites. No, I won't pick favorites. But then I was like, what if you're my favorite? She's like, no, I don't want any favorites. Nobody must be a favorite in this house. You must love us all equally. Me, Umahle, and Marshmallow must all be loved equally. I said, okay, Mdanam, who told you about this thing? She's like, don't worry, I just heard it from somewhere that there's favorites sometimes. So it was interesting to hear it from her. I was very proud that she brought me aside and spoke to me about it. But I also let her know that obviously for the first 2 years of the baby's life, we have to be very hands-on. And so it's going to look like maybe there's favoritism, but it's just focus. But I said to her, you'll see, even when they arrive, you are also going to be focused on that baby more than you're going to be focused on us. But, we'll figure it out as we go. It was very sweet of her to say that.
I'm also worried about Umahle.
Oh, yes. Umahle, the baby.
Yes, Umahle is the last born of this family. He is a child. He's a baby. He's the little baby. And so now there'll be baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how he's gonna adjust to that. Hopefully it will be easy, smooth sailing, but we don't know.
Yeah, it does like Zautini. It changes the dynamics of our family having this baby in a lot of ways, and one of those ways is definitely Umahle not being the last born anymore, because he was the last born at his grand's also. Like, he's the little baby.
Yeah. And there's so many kids there.
Yes.
But he was the last one.
He was the last one, the youngest one. And even coming here, he's had to grow up a bit, even outside of him not being the last born anymore, just the way that we are. Because Yolanda's mom babied that boy. And I get it. Ngumakulu, like all grandmas do that, bro. It's not just her. But we could clearly see when he arrived here that he expected everything to either be done by his mom or his sister. He would just sit aside and just wait. Like, any problems he had, he would just wait. He wouldn't even say maybe like, please, can you help? He would just wait for the problem to be sorted by his mom or his sister. But now
he's
6 months,
he's a different
babe.
Man. He makes himself sandwiches. He
just does his own thing.
He does his own thing. He cleans his room.
Chooses his own clothes, which you would think would be normal, but he comes out and he goes, look what I'm wearing.
Oh, nice.
Look, I chose this.
And you have to say,
so good. You cooked. Meanwhile, it's the craziest food you've ever seen in your life. But he's definitely become more independent, which goes to show that he always had it in him.
Yeah.
He just needed somebody to say, you can do it yourself, buddy. Which is like the opposite of what you think, because a lot of kids his age want to do everything by themselves. But now that we've brought that out, now he wants to do everything by himself all the time. If I'm doing groceries and there's something heavy and I'm like, I'm going to take this, he's like, no, Dad, I want to take. And I'm like, this is going to flatten you. It weighs more than you. So now we're kind of dealing with our own, we did something and it's a sort of a double-edged sword.
And it was strong, so I can't like get up by myself sometimes.
Sometimes. All the time.
So I'll ask Ulolo to come help me get up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He will jump first. No, I can help her.
Don't help. He must help me get up. And I don't even know what I weigh now.
Oh, babe.
Anyway, he probably weighs like what, 30?
Yeah,
30?
and then Ulolo and I always give each other like this look when he jumps up first. We just look at each other and we're just like, okay, we'll let it happen.
So considering that, I think he will adjust. Like, wow.
Yes. We just have to give him the space to. I think so too. He very much wants to help with the child. He's very excited for that. He said, can I please just not touch a nappy? And we're like, okay, that's fair. You know, you don't have to touch the nappy.
He said, I'm already touching Enzo's poop.
Yeah, Enzo's poop.
I don't want to touch
do
the baby
poop also. He's like, there's too much poop for one boy, okay? So he said, nah, fairs, don't worry, my boy. You'll leave that. So, yeah, man, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. It's definitely going to take time. It's not going to be an easy thing for him. But I think if we give him time and we also show him that he's still our baby, like he needs to feel like a kid. He needs to feel. I noticed it this other day. I was just playing with him, like, and I picked him up and I gave him kisses on his cheek, and I was waiting for him to say, Dad, no. He was like,
yeah, he likes it so
I'm
much.
like,
it's so crazy how I never thought so. Obviously, I wasn't there when he was growing up with my mom. But whenever I go back home, he wasn't affectionate. I even said this to you when we met them. I said, maybe Laura's going to be affectionate towards you, but Umahle is not. Like, he doesn't want you to touch him or nothing. To my surprise.
That's true, hey?
Like,
Umahle,
he's very affectionate.
He's so affectionate. He loves a cuddle. On the couch when we're watching movies.
He wants
to be inside you when he's sitting, and he'll sit like this and he'll watch the movie. And I think it's so cute. I love that for him. Yeah, I love that. Were you ever affectionate with your parents?
No.
I was barely I was not affectionate at all with my stepdad. I was quite affectionate with my mom. So, yeah, I'm kind of used to it. But it shocks me all the time. I think because of that thing of, I wasn't affectionate with my dad. So whenever Umahle wants to be affectionate with me, I'm like...
And he wants to be affectionate with you more than he does with me.
With you, yeah.
I think for me, it's because it's a jump scare for me too. like, jump scare. For me too, it's awkward for me to be affectionate with my kids.
Yeah.
But I try. I mean, obviously, because I'm their mom. Because I never got that when I was growing up. So it's like, hey, why?
I think for both of us in different ways, it's a jump scare. Because for me, when he wants to be affectionate with me, it's taken me a while. Now it's normal, but I remember the first maybe 10 times, and I'm not talking about little affection, but like he wants to hug all the time and he wants to cuddle on the couch when we're watching a movie. And it took me aback at first because in my head, automatically I went like, why would a kid want to cuddle with their dad? Like, that's so weird. Because I never cuddled with my father. So it was a bit of a jump scare. But then I was like, oh, this is the same as me cuddling with my mom when I was younger. So yeah, little things like that. Hey, we're learning as we go.
We are, guys.
We're learning as we go. Yeah. Crazy. Are we done?
Are we done with what?
Not the video. I'm not talking about the video. Are we done?
No, we are. Yes.
Babe, we're not done.
We're done.
We're not
done.
done.
We're done.
I don't think we're
so
done. Okay. We'll see. I think now that I've seen how gracefully you've been handling this, I think we could go again.
The lies.
No, I'm lying, guys. This has been rough,
It's been so rough.
We haven't been sleeping the past 2-3 weeks. Yes, she hasn't been sleeping, but usually I have, and so I can kind of pick up the slack. Now both of us wake up feeling horrible every day. So yeah, man, one of the reasons why we've been struggling to shoot these videos is because half the time we're both half asleep. But we're definitely, she's been holding on for dear life. So actually, this is where I want to end off this video. Now that we know the gender, maybe we need to start coming up with names. So we're going to leave that up to you. Put some popular names that you love in the comments below. And maybe we'll steal them. We'll go through them maybe in the next video. Who knows? But we'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for sticking around. Shout out to all the members for supporting the channel. We love you guys. We will see you soon with another video. Peace.